Today we're going to be talking about triangles. There are two different ways to classify triangles. The first way we're going to discuss is classifying triangles by using their angles. So in this case, we look at the three angles of the triangle in order to classify them. So the first thing that we may come across are triangles where all the angles are less than 90 degrees, or all acute angles. We call this an acute triangle. If one of those angles that we see in the triangle is obtuse, it's an obtuse triangle. If one of the angle measures and the angle is a 90 degree or right angle, it's a right triangle. And if all three angles are 60 degrees, all of them are equal, or we see these three arc marks which tell us the three angles are equal, that's an equiangular triangle. All three angles are equal. We can also classify triangles by using their sides. So in this case, if none of the sides are the same length, that's called a scalene triangle. If at least two of the triangle sides are the same measure, or I see the tick marks that identify they're the same measure, that's an isosceles triangle. If all three sides are the same measure, that's an equilateral triangle. So let's try classifying some triangles. So here I see I have a triangle which has angles 115, 40 degrees, and 25 degrees. Since there's an obtuse angle in this triangle, when I'm classifying it by angles, it's going to be an obtuse triangle. When I look at the lengths of its sides, none of them have tick marks, none of them look to be the same length, so this is a scalene triangle. So every triangle will have two names when you're classifying it. If I take a look at this guy, he's got two angles that are the same measure, but not a third. None of them seem to be obtuse or right, so this will be an acute triangle. I do see that two side lengths are the same, so I would classify it as an isosceles triangle according to its sides. Now I'm being asked to construct my own triangle with angle measures of 30, 60, and 90 degrees, and then classify the triangle. So I'm going to start by drawing the largest angle first, the 90-degree angle. So I'm going to use my protractor here to create a straight line. I may not use that entire line, but I'm going to start with a fairly long one, and I'm going to construct a 90-degree angle here. So the next angle that I construct is either going to be a 60 or a 30-degree angle. It really doesn't matter which one you pick. I'm going to construct a 30-degree angle here. So I'm going to use this end as my vertex, and I'm going to measure out 30 degrees, and I am going to connect my vertex and go right through that 30-degree line. My third angle will automatically be 60 degrees because the three angles in a triangle will always add up to 180. I have a little excess. I made this line a little too long, so I'm just going to erase that. And there is my triangle. Now I need to classify this triangle. So since it has one 90-degree angle, by angles it's going to be a right triangle. None of its sides are the same length, so according to sides, it's going to be a scalene triangle. All right, for this last triangle, we're going to construct one using sides. And it asks us to draw a triangle with a 3 centimeter and a 4 centimeter side connected by a 20-degree angle. Now, I normally do the exact same problem that you guys do, but I'm going to make mine 3 inches and 4 inches because otherwise it's going to be so small that you're barely going to be able to see my triangle on the video. So please make sure you use centimeters. I'm going to use inches. So for my 3 centimeter side. I gotta set up my ruler here, and I'm going to make a side exactly 3 centimeters, or in my case, 3 inches. Now I'm gonna create a 20-degree angle. So I'm gonna measure 20 degrees here. I can see it's gonna be way more than I need if I connect that whole way, but that's okay, I can always erase. That's what erasers are for. So now I'm gonna measure 4 centimeters, or in my case, 4 inches. That's right here. So I'm gonna erase the excess that I don't need. And now I am going to connect my 2 sides to actually turn it into a triangle. So I've got my 20-degree angle in there. The last thing I need to do is classify this triangle. So since none of the side lengths are the same, it's going to be a scalene triangle. I do notice that this angle right here is definitely going to be obtuse. So according to angles, it will be an obtuse triangle.